Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, Granite Staters dig out as second round of snow looms. Another foot of snow could fall before storm moves away Tuesday morning. Let's take a listen to the video from WR News 9.
SiriusXM. You've never heard anything like this. It's on free in your car right now through December 3rd. Hear your music, your team.
It's December what, 2nd? Yeah, it's too early.
Too early or not, it was here. The storm expected to last through Tuesday, and that's making for long days for plow drivers.
The crews have been out as soon as the snow started, which is about 3:30 p.m. yesterday. So we've been running through the night.
Parts of the Monadnock region got more than a foot of snow, at times making it difficult for those plows to keep up.
The snow came down at 2 inches plus an hour for a few hours after midnight and a little bit before.
As the morning progressed, the conditions changed.
It started out as fluffy, but now it's getting a little wet, so now it's a little heavier. But, it's New England. We're used to it.
And for some, this was just what they'd been waiting for.
And it's such a beautiful day out. You know, the snow is going. This is this time of the year in New Hampshire.
For drivers, though, it did make for some tricky conditions, as some secondary roads in particular were coated with snow. Tim Donovan, though, was enjoying his new SUV.
I have a four-wheel drive Jeep, so, it doesn't really matter what condition the roads are in. I'm okay to go.
One commuter says down south, the roads were in rougher shape.
Until I got to about Jaffrey, and the roads were a little bit clearer.
But even though there was plenty of warning about the storm, Wheeler admits...
No, I wasn't prepared.
I can definitely relate to that. If you were with us early this morning, you saw me get stuck in my driveway. As you take a live look here at 101, you may be seeing some cars that go by. The road's overall in pretty good shape, but bear in mind we do have a second round that is coming here in the Monadnock region, expected to hit this part of the state hard. Reporting live, Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Video. Video. Truck nearly hits garage, damage in previous collision with city plow. Garage significantly damaged from first collision. A Manchester City snowplow slid off the road and into a building on Fletcher Lane on Monday morning, shortly before a second truck had a close call with the same building. The homeowner said the plow truck hit the garage with the collision, sending a vehicle inside the garage crashing into the garage's back wall. This same garage was also the scene of a second incident. A WMUR photographer was interviewing the homeowner when a second truck nearly struck the garage, as seen about a minute into the video in the player at the top of the article. No one was hurt in either incident. The homeowner said she lives at the bottom of the hill, and this has happened before. She said it was the first time a city plow struck the garage. She said the insurance company has been notified and a police report has been filed. And here is a look in photo of that, as you can see. And now let's take a look at that video.
Hampshire Department of Corrections has immediate openings for corrections officers. Apply today.
I guess a plow came down from the hill, couldn't stop, went straight through my husband's garage, and actually pushed his truck through the back wall and took the whole thing out.
Is the truck down there now?
No. The truck didn't fall all the way through, it just stopped.
Okay, good. And everybody's okay?
Everybody's fine.
Okay, has something like that, looks like a big hill, has something like this ever happened before?
I mean, we've had damage to the garage doors before, and we did file a complaint with the city that said like the plows are always pushing snow in and bending our doors, and that we were concerned about the hill, but they said that there was nothing really that they could do about it.
Now that you know everybody's safe and nobody's hurt, what are you going to do now?
I mean, the police were called, there's a report, we've got the insurance companies involved, homeowners and auto. Hoping the police
Holy geez! That's what happened this morning.
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys what happened. I picked up speed.
Yeah, if you would have, he almost, there's no truck there to stop him this time.
Oh my God. That just happened?
It just happened right in front
Almost
of our
again.
faces. It would have happened again. His shovel thing is right up against where the door would be.
Oh, he would have hit it too.
That's why I come down. I went
Oh my
down
God.
to see what happened down here.
What's that hill like?
It's very, very slippery. I actually picked up speed coming down that hill with the plow down.
If that garage
So
door
the
was
city
there,
should definitely get over here and put some sand down there.
you would have hit that again.
I'm not sure if I would have hit it. I think I just stopped this.
Oh no, you missed it, but if the door was there.
Unbelievable.
Holy cow, was that scary?
Yeah, look at him. It was very scary.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Hey,
You've
I was
probably
lucky.
been
I'm lucky I
doing
didn't
this
take
for a
the-
while.
Hey, I was lucky. This is the worst I've ever seen it. I've been, 15 years I had this building. Never come down there that fast.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
wow. So what, a truck went through here?
Yeah, just like you did.
Yeah, well, I had to go
A plow.
through.
No,
Hey.
but yeah, like you would have. What's your name?
Yeah, Joe Saints here.
How do you spell that, Joe?
ST.CYR.
Okay, just local guy,
Yeah.
local plow?
Yeah.
That's great.
I gotta run. I gotta get
No,
going.
you go ahead. Be careful, okay?
Thanks. Yeah.
Well, holy cow.
At least he's not the one who got the damage.
No, I know.
There's no doors left.
So, what do you have to say to people saying, "Oh, I don't believe that happened"?
You just watched it happen. It happened right in front of our eyes. Only this time it wasn't a city truck.
Oh my goodness! Thank God we weren't standing there.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
That
we're
would've been
over
it.
on this side. We would have
I
been
know.
done.
Okay, and as you just saw that, wow. Box truck rolls over off I-93 North in Manchester as snow continues to fall. Truck crashes just before noon. Let's take a look at this video from WR News 9.
The New Hampshire Department of Corrections has immediate openings for corrections officers. Apply today.
A live look right now at Interstate 93 northbound in Manchester. The left two lanes are closed because of a rollover accident.
A box truck lost control just a little while ago, although we don't know yet exactly how the driver lost control. The roads are very slippery and snow is starting to pick up. So be careful and give yourself extra time if you're headed out the door.
Okay, and there you go. That video. Toddler dropped from window of burning home in Derry. Child, adult escape. Major injury. Let's take a listen to the video from WR News 9.
tragedy was averted on 6 Morning Star Drive when a 2-story duplex caught fire at 5 a.m. The department has not determined cause or where the fire began, but officials say an adult and a 2-year-old child were trapped on the 2nd floor, both escaping without major injury.
They were forced to drop the 2-year-old out the window to family members, and then the adult subsequently jumped out the 2nd floor window just prior to our arrival.
Now, in addition to preparing for winter conditions, the Derry Fire Department is urging everyone to double-check their fire alarms to ensure that they work. Reporting live in Derry, Mike Cherry, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And just in Boston, public schools will be closed tomorrow. School buses will not be running, and after-school activities are canceled. All BCYF centers, including those located at schools, will be open with a delayed start from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Winter weather update. And just checking Rockingham alerts. There are a few alerts. 32 minutes ago, Manchester, New Hampshire, MVA/traffic, Interstate 93, southbound mile marker 22.8. MVA with possible injury. Left lane is closed due to causing delays. Also, 38 minutes ago, Bedford, New Hampshire, MVA/truck accident, Everett Turnpike southbound, exit 12, MVA, involving a jackknife tractor trailer off the highway. Hashtag move over and use extreme caution. And 1 hour ago, second round of snow has just started. Police departments are advising of slippery road conditions. Drivers with caution and reduce speeds. Another 8 to 12 inches expected through tomorrow morning. Updates to follow. And take a look at this photo right here. Traffic alert, Everett Turnpike southbound near exit 12, on ramp southbound of Bedford tolls. So take it easy out there this evening, everyone, as another round of snow moves in. And now let's take a look at your evening stock market and see how your U.S. stock market closed this evening. Here's a look at that U.S. stock market for all of you this evening. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the red and went down. Your Nasdaq closed in the red and went down. S&P 500 closed in the red and went down. Gold closed in the red and went down. Oil closed in the green and went up. US 10-year closed in the green and went up. Euro/USD closed in the green and went up. And VIX closed in the green and went up. S&P 500 posts biggest decline in nearly 2 months. Dow drops 250 points to kick off December. Stocks dropped Monday, the first trading day of December, as investors designated disappointing manufacturing data, along with the latest trade news, after capping a month that featured bolstering gains. The week ahead for next phase of impeachment showdown. Let's take a listen to this video from Good Morning America and ABC News.
Bringing out of Washington now, where the impeachment showdown enters an intense new phase this week. As President Trump heads to London for the NATO summit today, House Intelligence Committee members will have their first look at Chairman Adam Schiff's report that makes the case for impeachment. On Tuesday, that committee will vote to send the report to the House Judiciary Committee, which will hold its first impeachment hearings Wednesday. Our senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega is tracking all the latest. And Cecilia, overnight, we learned that the president's lawyers have decided not to participate, at least for now, in those Judiciary Committee hearings.
Yeah, exactly, George. Good morning to you. It came in the form of a letter to House Judiciary Chair Jerry Nadler. They are blasting him and this whole next phase. They basically say that the president is not going to participate because they have no idea who the witnesses are that are going to be called. They say that an invitation to participate in an academic discussion gives the president no semblance of fairness in all of this process. Now, we heard from some Democrats this weekend. They're suggesting that if the president is innocent, he should want to participate, and they want to hear his explanation for all of this. It was just a few weeks ago, you'll remember, George, that the president himself suggested that he actually might want to participate in this. At least for now, it seems like that is not happening, and the White House is going to continue with this defense of stonewalling this investigation.
None of the president's top aides have testified right now. Meantime, though, they are at least leaving open, the White House lawyers leaving open the possibility of participating later in the process.
Yeah, and they're asking Nadler for some details on his plans for the upcoming proceedings. They want to know if he'll allow more witnesses to testify. They want to know if he could call witnesses and if they'll be able to cross-examine some of these new witnesses. George, we are, though, seeing some semblance of cracks in the ranks among Republicans. At least a few are discussing whether the president should or should not participate. There's some difference and division on that. Some suggest that the president might want to participate, and especially if he can present evidence, but others are saying he should stay out of this. This has not been a fair process from the start.
In the meantime, Cecilia, the president is flying to London this morning for that NATO summit, and those meetings have been very fractious meetings under President Trump.
Oh, certainly so, Georgia. And you know this because President Trump has suggested that NATO should be obsolete. This comes at a time when the U.S. is reducing its contributions to NATO's budget. But he's got a number of meetings scheduled with world leaders. Of course, all of this happening in the midst of the British elections. Those are happening in just a few days. The Brits want him to stay out of their domestic policies. We shall see.
Cecilia Vega, thanks very much.
Okay, and there you go on that video. And that does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. Good night and bye, everyone.